The man, I must say, is impressed. So impressed, he thinks you're 5-0. You're not a cop, are you, pretty boy? Prove it. Let's start by having you steal us a cop car. Shouldn't be a problem for you, right?
Repeat, visual contact broken. Dispatch him, Houston. Correction, Captain, I see him. Yeah, looks like the target just pulled a 1050 on a civilian vehicle.
Units joining the code 3 chase. Suspect was last.
Okay, vehicle's located. They're running.
Got him, active. Going code 3.
Request an update on your situation, fellas. We got a lot of radio silence.
We're keeping the pressure on. Stand by.
I'm gonna take you out.
Dispatch MV8. Just hit the side of my car.
Guy's too fast. I'm trying to stay on him. But I pulled away. Visual contact broken. Repeat, visual contact broken.
Attention all units on the code 3 chase.
I got a visual on the suspect. He's still running. Sunset 2-9 here. On scene, all units waiting for my call.
He smashed into those gas pumps. We got a major problem here.
Copy. I'm dispatching emergency crews right now.
I can't believe this is still going on. What's the word?
Requesting air support if available. We want to see fast air over here ASAP.
I can't see him. Hold on.
All units, the suspect was last seen.
I got him on view. Pursuing pursuit.
Okay, this guy, he's left of center. Repeat, he's into oncoming traffic. Dispatch, I got a vision.
Units be advised. Vehicle has gone missing. Last seen heading west, that's west, on Interstate 10, that's I-10. Supervisor requesting you set up a quadrant ASAP. Suspect believed to have taken cover in the area. Units patrol the area until further notice, please.
Roger that, dispatch. I got 4 units with me. We'll form a quadrant northeast of the last 20.
Attention all SH members, Code 6 vehicle has been located and police are in pursuit. Now head eastbound, correction, southeast on Valencia Hill. Call to be handled on Channel 4. Suspects in a red BMW.
All units go to condition 2.
Code 6 just rammed a Civic.
Getting tight here. We need to, gotta get this area cleared.
Update on new cover. Some high-end units just arrived in the area. I've sent it over to you now.
Yeah, I see him. I'm going code 3.
Lost visual. Just hold on.
Cancel that. We see him. Oh, we see him. We see him. Yeah. Got a visual, code 3.
Update when you can out there. Haven't heard anything for a while.
We're keeping on him. Hold for 1085. Hit the side of my PC. Negative on the stop. Back on him.
Zone 20.
Okay, be advised, suspect was last seen moving west, repeat west, on Interstate 5. Correction, on Interstate 85, that's I-85. I do have a go to set up on containment. Switch over to Channel 3 and stand by, please.
Unit 48, we're facing the lays out here. I can't give you an ETA right now. Dispatch, this is 99, detailing on that 911 call. I'm gonna head over, see if it's our guy. Over.
All units, you can... Control units, you got a code 3 chase in progress. Members on other calls clear and stand by to assist, please. Send in details now. Suspects in a red BMW.
I got PC down here. Repeat, I'm going down.
Confirming suspect was last seen driving south on Gold Coast Highway. Quadrant to be set up from his last known 20 in the direction of travel, please.
Dispatch, unit 5-8 working on containment now. We're gonna need details on the western line of this quadrant, though.
118 here. Unit 315, please investigate a 1042 in your quadrant. It may be our guy.
I'm guessing the cops are gonna be all over you, and mad as hell.
Attention Patrol Division. Squad car has been stolen from the Palm Harbor precinct. Repeat, a police cruiser has been stolen and has been driven by a civilian. I'll get a unit to you as soon as possible.
Yep. What did I say? They want their car back. Leave them in the dust and get this thing to the garage.
Go ahead and reference that code 6 party. I'm right behind him now. Yeah, he's filming stop. We're code 3.
Patrol units, we got a code 3 chase in progress. Members on other calls clear. Stand by to assist, please. Send in details now.
All units, pursuit condition is increasing to 4.
Following them into a sawmill.
Watch it. We got fallen logs and stuff all over the place.
EMS is on the way, and I'm working on getting a team of engineers over there ASAP.
Vehicle, that's it. He just blew by me. Suspect heading north on Willow. Heading east. He's heading east. Get ready to push him into a roadblock just up ahead. He skipped the roadblock. He's still running.
Be advised, we're switching over to our reserve fuel tanks. We only got a couple of miles before we're going to have to bail on this pursuit.
All 4-5. Pulling up on you 20 now.
Dispatch, we need the roadblock ASAP.
They've already started another one. You should see it at any second.
PC down. Repeat, my PC's going down.
Got out of sight. Stand by. Update, I got it back on view. Code 3, repeat, code 3.
All units, the suspect was last seen heading north, that's north, on Gord Avenue. You're a go for containment. 10 block radius. Stand by for updates.
Impressive, pretty boy. Bring the car over to the garage. I'll make sure you're rewarded.
All units return to normal status. Looks like we missed them.
To the garage.
Nickel, you smell something?
Something stinks.
Yeah. Or someone.
I know that smell. I got rid of that fat, sweaty, bacony smell long ago. The only way to find out you ain't an oinker is to put you through your paces. Give me the black and white when enough. Bros will be in touch.
Come on, let me at him.
Hey, he makes one wrong move, he's yours. Till then, he's mine.
like a junkyard dog. No telling what my lover boy will do when he finds out I've got more jobs for you. Be a darling and take it over to the garage, would you?
Patrol Division. Report of a car stolen in Sunset Hills. Report in detail to your screen.
Pick up the pace, baby. Must have been a tip-off. Get out of there. Lose the law and don't get caught.
I think we just had a wanted vehicle pass us. Stand by for 29. Yeah, status confirmed. Repeat, vehicle is wanted.
Copy.
We set up a roadblock, just bring him to us.
Attention all units. Suit is changing to, moving over to federal hands. They should be on your 20 in each second.
They're still on you, free boy.
1023 pursuit. State units fall back. We're taking over.
The roadblock was unsuccessful. He went through.
Nail him. Nail him now. I can't get into position. Stay on him, guys. We got him.
Details to that new roadblock on your screen.
I have injured personnel here. Pursuit be advised. Runner is definitely trying to knock us out. Set me here, 6-3. 1042. Venom, I'm coming around. He got through. Target is still mobile. Federal 6-2. Need to assist, please advise.
Get rid of the 5-0 already.
Suspect just turned west. Pursuit now westbound.
Watch yourselves. Watch yourselves. We blocked off the road ahead.
I'm losing him. We gotta set up an intercept. He just turned north. Pursuit now northbound. on. What do you want to do, guys?
Throttle up, lose the heat. Nice wheel work, but we're not done yet, are we? Looks like it's just you and me, Tiger. Hey, Sport, I've got some equipment we acquired from another gang. We only have a few minutes to get it to the client. Now get on it. You don't have much time, pretty boy. Go faster, you don't have a lot of time. Ugh, looks like you got some company. Careful, these guys like to play rough. Tearing up the place. I think I may have been wrong about you. Maybe it's time I reconsider who I'm letting.
Listen, Hector told me that Zach got caught up in a job that he hadn't sanctioned. Hector went nuts. It didn't mean anything to me before, but now that they disappeared, do you think that it could be connected? Call me.
impressive. So, very important contract has just landed in my lap. And you may be the only driver who can handle it. The client wants 6 very specific cars. And the catch is, they want to ship them out in the next boat. So we've got 48 hours or all bets are off.
That's my gig.
Shut up, Nickel. Rose here. We'll fill you in on the details.
Port Crescent, home of one of the largest ports in the world. You'll find my cars here. Watch yourself. Don't attract any heat.